Today in this lecture we will discuss mostly about the basics of the communication system. So this is the first lecture of the communication system course. So I think you have already understood about the power signal and the energy signal that was covered in our first lecture. So today we are going to start from the basic communication system. So like this is the basic diagram of the meta communication system, where you can see the input message is being inputted from a source and to the input transducer, and then from the input transducer you are having an input signal, and then the input signal is to be transmitted to the channel from the transmitter, and then from the channel you receive a received signal, and then give that received signal to the receiver, so that the receiver can again process the received signal, like undo the modification that have been done at the transmitter and the channel, and then you will end up with the output signal. And then that output signal is basically the electrical waveform which is given out to the output transducer, and then the output transducer is again reconverts to the output signal to the output message signal. So like we can briefly discuss the each block of the communication system. Like we can say that the first one is the source. So source originate a message such as human voice, picture, teletype message or data. Like these are the different types of input message. And then the other one is the input transducer. So input transducer, like input message is usually non-electrical. So like human voice, picture, teletype message or data. So all these type of input messages are the non-electrical signal. But our electronics understand the electrical signal. So that's why we have to convert them into an electrical signal. So we are using the input transducer. So it must be converted by an input transducer to an electrical waveform. So that is known as a baseband message that has been converted from the input transducer. So that is known as a input signal. And then after that you have transmitter. So what transmitter does, it modifies the baseband message for efficient transmission. Like your message, basically you want to transport your message from one city to other city, or from one country to another country, or from one place to another place, like over a long distance. So that is why the transmitter modifies the message for efficient transmission over a long distance. So transmitter basically consists of one or more subsystems which are not being shown in this basic block diagram. So what are those systems can be like pre-emphasis, sampler, quantizer, a coder and a modulator. We will discuss all these blocks in full detail in all our incoming lectures. The other one is the channel. And then from the channel, so you receive a received signal which is again given to the receiver. So what receiver does, so what is the process at the receiver? So it reprocesses the signal received from the channel, like it will again reprocess the received signal from the channel. And then what it does the undoing, like what has been done at the transmitter and the channel, these changes at the transmitter and the channel. So it will undo all those modifications. It will undo all those modifications that has been done at the transmitter and the channel. And then again you have, after the receiver, you have output transducer. So the received output signal is fed to the output transducer, which converts again the electrical signal into its original message. So In this way you are transporting your input message, which moves which propagating, which covers all through all these different basic blocks, and then at the destination you receive the same message that has been transported from the input system. So that's all about the basic communication system that we have covered in our today lecture. I hope that you mostly understood what are these basic block diagram of the communication system. We will try to discuss all these blocks in more detail in our incoming lecture. So thank you for watching our lecture, and if you still have some questions or some suggestions or recommendations, you are most welcome. You can write your message in the comments box and like our videos and subscribe our videos as well, so that you can see our next incoming lecture based on the communication system, that which topics we are going to discuss. Thank you.